Hi guys, I'm Ben from Adaptalux and welcome back to the monthly macro challenge where we set you guys a theme and you can go away and take some lovely macro photos for a chance to win some really great prizes. We'll get on to how to enter this month's competition in the second half of the video, but for now we need to go over to the computer and take a look at some of the entries and pick a winner for August's competition. So here we are on the Adaptalux photography community page on Facebook, and last month's theme was paper. So we've got lots and lots of examples of close-up and macro photos that involve paper. A few good uses of the Adaptalux Studio to add some extra color, but a huge variety of different types of photographs to get through. Now, unfortunately, we don't have time to get through all of them in these videos. We do have some notable mentions and, of course, a winner and a runner-up. First up for our notable mentions is going to be Scott's photo here with a whole bunch of folded over paper. Now, I really like this one because of that pure black background and the contrast with the nice soft blue lighting from within this fold. We've also got some really nice sharpness right on the edge there. Overall, I think it makes for a really nice, smooth, pleasant looking photograph, especially with that nice choice of the blue light as well. Very well done, Scott. Thank you for your entry. Next up, we've got Raymond, who's been using his Adaptalux to photograph some money. Really close-up shots here where you can see the individual lines that make up the portrait here. And he said that he's been looking for these tiny little colored threads that are hidden within the paper, which is really interesting. It's really nice to see somebody get this close and still have all of that sharpness and no distortion at all. So very well done, Raymond. Really nice, very sharp, very technical shot. Thank you for your entry. Next up, we've got Magda's optical illusion here. And now, if I hadn't said it was an optical illusion, you might straight away think that's not a macro photo, it's just a photo of some Coke on a sideboard. But in fact, it is with this added setup photo here of the two sheets of paper. You can see that this is in fact just an optical illusion with these papers placed just so to look like the edge of a table at first glance. And with those added little water droplets there from the Coke, it really does add to the fact that this might be a tabletop. It's a very convincing illusion. Very well done, Magda, and thank you for your entry. Next up, we've got Mai with a very sharp photo of a fork with little bits of paper intertwined in the prongs with lots of little messages on them. Laugh, kind, happy, hope, love, I think. You'll have to correct me if my reading of the cursive is not quite spot on, but it's a really nice example here. That pure black background once again with a really nice sharp image of the fork, and of course the added paper brings it on theme. So thank you for your entry, Mai, and very well done. Next up, there's a style that I recognize from one of my tutorials, a bit different to the way that I did it, which is nice to see. We've got Israel's photo here with the edges of curved pieces of paper with some light shining through them. It looks as though the diffusion paper has been placed on top here, or perhaps this is shot from underneath because of these little beads forming a heart as well. It looks like it's maybe lit from the top and shot from underneath. So a reverse of the tutorial that we've done before. Now, if you'd like to go and see that tutorial, I will link it up in the top right hand corner of your screen. It does go through how to do some of these paper shots. We saw a lot of those, that style as entries, but Israel took it a little bit further and did something a little bit different, which is always nice to see. Thank you for your entry, Israel, and very well done. Our runner-up this month is Patrick with his photo of a love paper, which I think is quite endearing, but it's also a really fantastic photograph as well. We've got a very sharp line going down the middle here with nice soft focus, which suits that lovey-dovey theme. And of course, it's not just a photo of the word on the paper. We've also got this little water droplet here to highlight the particular word that we need to make it love. So that is a fantastic runner-up. Very well done, Patrick, and thank you for your entry. Chris is our winner for this month. We've got some lovely curved paper here, which is again very different to the style that we've done in our tutorials, so it's very nice to see people doing something very different here. It's lit in a very interesting way so that the light actually drops off as the curved paper goes through. I'm suspecting that the light was maybe up here on the right somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but it's really nice lighting as it drops off down into those curves, and it makes for a really nice effect with a lot of contrast between the white edges where it's lit with very bright light and then that darkness inside the curves. It's a very pleasing image and it's well deserving of a winning spot. So very well done, Chris, and thank you for your entry. So once again, very well done to our winners, and thank you to everybody that took the time to enter August's challenge. Now it is a new month and it's time for a new theme. September's theme is toys. I want to see close-up and macro photos of everything from building blocks to cuddly toys, things that bring joy into children's lives. Let's get nice and close up and find some interesting photos to make from any kind of toy. To enter this month's competition, all you need to do is head over to the Adaptalux Photography Community Group on Facebook. I'll put a link to that down in the description, and at the top of that group is a pinned post for this month's theme. You need to enter your photos as a comment on that pinned post, and you'll be automatically entered to win. You can enter as many photos as you like, just have them as separate comments. The first prize for this month's competition is the photography deck, which is a really cool set of playing cards with photography tips all over them, including a composition cheat sheet and some camera settings as well. The runner-up this month is getting one of our clip-on phone macro lenses, which is really handy for taking macro photos on the go. Now we're at the photography show in Birmingham this month, so we're going to run this month's competition for just a little bit longer than usual. We'll probably be closing entries around the 5th of October, so you've got a little bit longer to enter your photos. On the 5th or thereabouts, we'll be closing entries ready for a brand new video just like this one and announcement of the winners. If you need some ideas or inspiration of what to photograph this month, I'm a huge nerd, so I've done a few videos on different types of toys. I'll link to a couple of videos just here. All that's left for you guys to do is hit the subscribe button so that you're here in a month's time for when we announce the winners. For now, that is all that I've got time for. Go and enter your photos on Facebook, and I'll see you next time.